My name is Luis Santiago. I work at a retro video game store called RU Game. It's out in the mall, in Brandon Mall.
Biggest open video game tournament to take place in one weekend ever in the history of video games.
I gotta think so.
10,000 unique players across all of the games.
I'm a man of simple tastes, so it was always like a joke that like, oh dude, you just do the simplest things. So I never had anything fancy setups or anything. That's why you don't see me playing Armika. I don't got fancy setups. I do everything simple. What got me in the tournament scene? You want the whole story? Or you just want the gist? All right, so I didn't really like fighting games starting. I used to play like Call of Duty, all these shooters. I moved out here after I graduated high school, and I worked at the retro video game store. That's when one of my friends, Evan, he found me there. We used to have Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the big TV, and we would the employees would be there, and we had a thing where you could challenge us to get discounts off of stuff. So if you beat us, you get a discount on a game or something. So they used to always send me because I was like the one that was good. One day he comes in and we keep going back and forth, and he asks me if I play any other fighting games, and I'm like, oh, I play Street Fighter. That's the game I'm better at. And we put Street Fighter 4 on, and I play T-Hawk. That's like bottom 5. Everyone laughs when they see that character, but I was beating him. And he was like, hey man, have you ever went to a tournament before? I was like, I didn't even know there was tournaments for this. And that's when he was like, I would like to take you to your first tournament, which I was like, dude, that's kind of weird. Just met you. But eventually I caved in because I just wanted to do something.
You know, when I look for a player to represent Gamers on the Edge, you know, GotE, GOTE, I look for not just a player who's a good player, who's got skills, but a player who's likable, who the community likes, who the community respects. And Luis is that guy. Luis is capable of having a good time, of playing a very strong game, at the same time having some fun trash talk, and it's respected, you know, at the same time. So he's really, I'm looking forward to see what he's going to do. He's come a long way, and he's not done. I've seen a lot of players who get to his level, and haven't seen so many players. I know that they hit their wall, and that's as good as they're going to get. But Luis is not there. Luis has gotten a lot better, and he's not done yet. So I'm really looking forward to see how Simple Tricks does from here forward as he adapts and makes his game better.
My first tournament was TNS, I want to say around 2014? I think so. Tampa never sleeps. I was a little skinny kid, pretty scrawny, a little beanie on. I'm a fat boy now. But I went in there and just trying to have fun, and I was playing, and then, you know, just playing, I kept winning. And then I played against a really good player who put me in losers. And then I met some other guy, and he was just cursing, talking smack, saying that he's gonna send me home crying, all this stuff. And he was like, oh, T-Hawk players don't belong here, all this other stuff, just talking a lot of smack. And I'm just a quiet kid at the time. So he beats me the first game. The second game I keep playing, and then I beat him. Third game, I don't know what came over me, I just pop off. I just start get it perfect on him. Next game I beat him, and something came over me. I got up, popped off, started yelling. Everyone was throwing down bets against the match too. They all lost money because my friends bet for me, everyone bet against me. We made like $200 that night. And then I don't know, I like the whole crowd yelling at me. They were like, oh, he's crazy. They were just hearing everyone get hyped, made me excited. And then my first TNS, I made top 8, and then I lost. Fast forward a little bit, going to Street Fighter 5. I didn't really care about the game. Didn't have a drive for it. No character I like. One day I see Knuckle Do playing against another character, and you know, I'm a big fan. So I'm just like, hey man, you mind if I get a game? And I'll never forget this. A lot of people would have took this the wrong way, but this lit a fire in me. He looked me in the eyes and said, if you want to play me, meet me in bracket. So he said that to me, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get good enough where I beat you.
Since he won the trip to Evo? Absolutely not. And that's one of the things I really like about Lewis. No change. Lewis has been constant from day one. The one change that Lewis had was way back, and it was when he started taking responsibility for his losses. One of the things that happens a lot in this community is like, oh, this character is broken, this matchup is bad, blah, 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 blah. And Lewis was there at the beginning. And the moment that Lewis hit the switch and said, it doesn't matter if it's broken, it doesn't matter if the matchup is bad, I gotta learn how to deal with it. And when he started to take responsibility for his wins, for his losses, his game stepped up. And no, he hasn't changed a bit since, you know, same guy before, same guy after. He's still working hard, he's still having a good time. There's no change. He's the same simple tricks, same Lewis that was here way back playing Super Smash Bros. and you know, yelling at people and having a good time.
Evo, Dew is confident that I'll make it out of pools, but other than that, that's a lot of work. We're talking about, that's a lot of players, man. That's a big pool. I'm gonna have to see how I do at CEO before I can say like anything about Evo, because if I don't work on my nerves by then, it's probably gonna be an issue.